This is Fun with Electronics Project 6 Part BI, where we ask AI to design a circuit that behaves similarly to this one. Basically, when touch A is touched, the output voltage increases, and then if touch B is touched, then the output voltage decreases. So yeah, here's the final version of the circuit basically. So we have 5 volts in series with 220K, and series with loose wires, and which is in series with the non-inverting pin from the op amp, and for the op amp we're using an LF347, and from the output voltage pin of the op amp, it's connected to 220K in series with the touchpad or touch wires in series um, with with ground. And here we have the feedback from the output voltage to the input voltage, which in between and a capacitor of 1 microfarad is connected. And here ChatGPT gave a recommended stability addition of 1 mega ohm from the input node to ground, and here are the power supply rails. And yeah, so here we have the first prompt, and here it gave some images, some results, but um, I wasn't happy with the circuit, because I wanted a different, like somewhat like a different circuit from in comparison with part 3A. So I asked ChatGPT to give a different circuit with different components, with different component values, of course. And here it gives some concepts, some main points, and mostly here is just questions about the components, the power supply values, the type of components used, like the type of op amp. Yeah, basically I just ask about those tiny details. And yeah, so basically most of this is just pure just details, and just some final updates leading up to this final circuit over here. And yeah, so here we have the here we have my handwritten version of the circuit given by ChatGPT. So as you can see, we have 5 volts in series with 220K, in series with the touch A wires into going into uh, to the inverting pin of the op amp. And here we're using a 1 microfarad as the feedback component, and using 12 volts as the power rails. And here we have touch B, which is in between 220K and ground. And yeah, so here we have the hardware. Yeah, this is the hardware circuit. And right now the power supply is on. As you can see, here we have the 220 kilo ohm resistors, the 1 mega ohm resistor, the 1 microfarad capacitor. Here we have um, the chip, and in this chip, 4 op amps are contained, and currently I'm using one of the op amps. And yeah, so the circuit is on, and now we're gonna see what happens when I hold um, wires from touch A basically. As you can see, as you saw, the voltage dropped down instantly. So now we'll see what happens when the touch B wires are pressed or touched. Okay. As you can see, the voltage rises up slowly. And it reaches to a certain point under, basically like below below zero, less than zero, like around negative 1.3 volts. And then let's see what happens when we touch the touch A wires again. Drops down instantly to a voltage less than negative 2 volts. All right, the touch B wires again. Yes. Okay. Rises back up again. But as you can see, the voltage doesn't rise up to nearly 5 volts as a previous circuit did. Okay. It looks like it dropped down too. Okay. But we're not sure if it dropped down to voltage near negative 5 volts. All right. All right. So basically, this shows that AI was successful in terms um, of the behavior, but in the performance, it needs improving. Yep. So yeah, that's about it for this part. Yep.